Welcome to Game Update 126. So there are a couple of weekly tasks that you might not know about in this update. Stay tuned for more details. Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon back with another episode of DC Universe Online. So we most recently got Game Update 126, and there were a couple of updates to the vendors that you will need to pay attention to, especially if you're a member. So first we're going to start with Save the Universe. So there's Rip Hunter here. And the items I want to highlight are these up at the top here because they are locked to 1 week. So you can only buy one of each of these per week. So they went back to a couple of themed Kryptonian time capsules. If you need to catch up on these two, you can buy the unlocked ones without going to the marketplace. You're just grinding the Save the Universe instances to get these. Then there's the Luminous Sunstone, which has some kind of XP bonus. In my opinion, these are mostly makeup. Like if you already did these a long time ago, just ignore them. You don't need to buy them. And this, if you're not in a rush for XP, I wouldn't blow the grains of time on this. But this one is the most important one here because Ally Favor is somewhat of a fixed amount. Like even if you played the game 24 hours every day, this is still, there's like an upper limit to how much Ally Favor you're going to get. So definitely spend on this as much as possible. Now this goes for mostly people who have done Save the Universe in its first installment last year, because you're probably going to have a ton of grains of time to just blow on this stuff. But if you're just starting out, you are going to want to grind the actual rewards because there are like armor sets to get the feats. There's the OP item, and there's a bunch of like loose style items that have feats attached. So you're going to want to finish those before you spend on this stuff up here. Okay, so that is time limited. Save the Universe, I don't know how long that's going to run. It'll probably go up to whatever the next event is. But a permanent addition is the Dr. Fate vendor here. So there's a whole bunch of new stuff for the more scarce Destiny tokens, as well as the more common Fate tokens. And because members get like several times more of each of these, this is probably the biggest upgrade to membership, just adding this stuff in here. Now this is not time locked, this Ally Favor here. So if you have the Fate tokens lying around that you've been waiting to spend, this in my opinion is the top item, because once again, Ally Favor is very limited in the game. I think this item in the vendor here pretty much allows us to power up some allies for alts, because it was pretty hard to grind the Ally Favor to power them up for multiple characters. So this kind of opens that up. If you're in a rush for nth metal XP, there's always this. Quarks, I don't put too much weight on this. Like I wouldn't blow them on this, simply because you could get quarks elsewhere. You can get it for marks at the booster vendor. So I wouldn't use it on quarks. Seals of completion, that was already there, I think, right? Yeah, this one was always there because that was the #1 thing before. So that always has value. So there's obviously the Seals of Preservation. I wouldn't recommend like this stuff here, marks, because obviously you get that anywhere else. Now here is one to pay attention to, this Stabilizer, because this is locked by week. You can buy one of these per week per account. So you are going to want to make sure you come here every week to buy one of these, if you're a member. Notice that the count is a little bit low on my screen here because this is my premium account. So I am not buying these on my premium account because I still have to finish some of the other style items. Nth metal detector, you're locked to 5 a week. If you're into this stuff, you're going to want to get that. I only recommend nth metal detectors if you're playing for lengthy periods of time, because these run for 1 hour. Like for example, that doesn't work for someone like me because I'm just on and off the game. So I never use these myself. But if you're playing continuously, these are worth it for you. I believe this is new too, the Fugonaut gearbox. Allows you to select from one of the following items. I believe those have stats. It's not something I would spend on, but if you were, I guess, catching up on that style. And then they added some of, you could buy some of the other old styles that were weekly rewards, 21-day rewards before. So you can buy these for Fate tokens. But if I were to highlight like which ones were most important, like basically I'm going to come to this vendor. Any spare Fate tokens is going to go into this. I'm not in a rush, so I'm not going to get the nth metal. I will stack up on Seals of Completion here rather than buying from the marketplace whenever I get low on them. So it's really the seals and the ally favor that are attractive to me. And then for the more common Fate tokens, I'm definitely going to be doing the 50 per stabilizer per week. Okay, something I forgot to mention if we go back to the other vendor. Okay, the important thing about this ally favor cache here, the week limited one for 15 grains, this is per tune, not per account. So the more characters you have grinding Save the Universe, they're able to spend this 15 per week for 5,000 ally favor. So yeah, this one is very alt friendly, and it does end up paying back because you're basically gaining more ally favor so that you can power up your alts, or if you wanted to get more different allies for your main. But anyway, just wanted to highlight those things in Game Update 126. I will link to the notes because there's a whole bunch of other stuff. I just wanted to highlight these weekly locks so you don't forget to get them every week. Okay, that is it from here. Stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.